Hi, I'm Trinity Gilbert, and this is my persuasive speech for public speaking. Here are my 3 audience members. Okay. Microestrogen Phe 120, low estrogen Phe 120, and Depo-Provana. The list continues. The medications listed above are all forms of oral contraceptives. In an article by Medialine Plus composed in 2017, birth control, also known as contraceptives, are designed to prevent pregnancy. Today, you will hear reasons why oral birth control is not fit for women under the age of 18. Through the extensive research that I have conducted and the countless articles found in the Northwest Florida State College database and Gale database, all evidence supports that birth control should be illegal for women under the age of 18 due to the lack of knowledge given to the minors and the failure rate for the medication. To begin, almost every woman in America is currently taking a form of artificial oral contraceptives. The Center for Disease Control, or known as CDC, reported between the years of 2015 and 2017 that 46.9 million women in the United States are on a form of contraceptive between the ages 15 to 49. The CDC also reported that there was a 37.2 increase in the use of contraceptives in the ages 15 to 19. With this information, we can see that within just 2 years, the use of contraceptives has increased more than a quarter of what they were. One can infer that this number has only increased since. So what does this mean for the young women taking these medications? In many cases, it can be harmful for the person taking it, with records of causing infertility, lifelong irregular menstrual cycles, and an increase in depression or suicidal thoughts while taking birth control. In an article from the database Gale in 2022, the author Kira Butler notes that at an international heartbeat convention that she attended, a former labor and delivery nurse spoke her first-hand account of the results of birth control, where she recited a list of hormonal birth control side effects, such as blood clots, and even in some cases, a stroke. These are just a few of the many side effects that have been experienced while taking this medication. In no way, shape, or form does this seem like something we should be allowing young women to take. Not only is it risky for any woman to be taking this medication, but someone even as young as 15. The risk of having a stroke due to medication that their body is simply not ready for is an inexcusable flaw of our medical system in America that we should not be overlooking any longer. When a young woman turns 16, she is considered of childbearing age. At this point, many girls are not educated on what is happening to their bodies. They do not know how a menstrual cycle works or how to track it. Before these young women even have time to process the natural occurrence taking place inside them, medical providers have already jumped to encouraging oral birth control. So what should healthcare providers be encouraging instead? Butler also highlighted a natural form of birth control called fertility awareness in her article called God's Plan, written in 2022. Fertility awareness is a method of avoiding pregnancy that relies on tracking menstrual cycles and physical signs of fertile periods. If teens were taught how to do this when consulting medical advice, it could open doors to more natural solutions to medical problems in the future. However, even fertility awareness is not 100% effective. The only 100% effective form of birth control is abstinence. As stated in the peer-reviewed article, Natural Birth Control, written by Tina Spangler, the method of birth control a woman uses often reflects her view of herself, her body, her sexuality, and her relationship. This could not be any more relevant to 2022. With the rise of female empowerment circulating our media, what better way to empower women than to help them grasp the understanding of just how powerful the natural menstrual cycle process is. Instead of making young women feel as though they must take medicine to fix the problem happening inside their bodies, we should be encouraging them to learn and trust their bodies and what it knows to do. Let's recap. Not only did I provide a list of harmful reactions that have occurred from taking birth control, but I provided new options to replace the old, outdated, artificial forms of birth control we are currently using. Lastly, I mentioned how we can use natural birth control to empower women to rely on their bodies more than on medicine. I hope that as a nation, we can shine a spotlight on this harmful medication and hope that young women will be encouraged to explore other forms of natural health care in the future. Thank you so much, and here are my 3 audience members at the end.